Okay, here's my first project. I wanted a cardinal. So, and I wanted to cut it out of wood. So I went on Etsy and I looked for a pattern because I didn't really see on Silhouette software in the store that would work because all the tails on the cardinals were heading down, and you can't set it on a shelf or something with it heading down. It just wouldn't sit. This is the only pattern I could find on Etsy. The rest of them were, I mean, I found some, but you had to buy the pre-cut wood, and they'd send it to you and you'd paint it yourself. Well, I wanted to do it. I wanted to do the cutting and the painting, so I found this pattern, and I was going to do it. I just it just wasn't really what I was looking for. So I went into my Silhouette software. I'm going to close this, and I need to back this all up where you can see what I had. Okay, I brought in two different patterns. I brought in one with this bird here, and it had the wing, which is still on the mat. I'm going to go ahead and delete that and get that out of here. It had this wing with it. The wing's what I wanted on it. Then I brought this one in because it was the only bird that actually would do what I wanted to do, or what I thought I could do. So I went and I took my knife, the knife here, and I cut that off. All right, and I deleted the bottom part of it. Then I went over here to my pencil. Actually, I went to a line, a draw line. So I took the draw line and I met it up right in here. I should have enlarged this a bit. Okay, I'm going to bring this all down. I can't group it right now. And I brought my nodes in, and then from there, I started kind of maneuvering. As you can see where it comes up. Bring that in a little bit. Anyways, I don't want to go through the whole thing because it took me just a little bit to get it. But I got it to where I thought maybe it looked like a cardinal. Bring this out a bit. And I put a node probably about right in here to kind of bring that in. Brought this back out. Okay. Let's bring the nose or the beak back in a little bit. I'm going to put a node right here. Kind of bring that in a bit. Anyways, that's what I did. I could mess with it longer, but I'm not going to. And I'm going to group all that. Wait, I don't want that wing grouped. And here I'll group it. And maneuver the body the way I want it. I want it a little fatter. And I'm going to have to ungroup it because I didn't get my tail. And I want to bring my tail out some. I don't want to totally go through all of it, but this is what I did. I maneuvered it till I got this right here. And now I can get that off there. I wanted to show you how I did it. I'm going to delete that because I don't need it. Then I, of course, took my wing, and it was the wrong way, so I flipped it horizontally and resized it, is what I did, and sized it. And then I tilted. It's not going to be that anyway. It just needed to be a pattern, but I wanted to make sure it's what I wanted. That's how I come up with my cardinal. If my computer had been working better, I had a really good explanation and showed it really good, but my mouse wasn't moving because I had too many things open and it was jumping around and I had to start all over. So, but you get the gist of it. You do your nodes and pull them where you want them and adjust them. And now I have a pattern, and I took this and I cut it out on cardstock. Now let's go from here and let me show you what I have. Okay, here's the pattern that I cut out with the Cameo. It has the bird and the wing. And I cut out on probably 1 inch thick, yeah, it's 1 inch thick wood. And then I had some little thin wood I used for the wings. And I cut out 2 wings for each bird. That way, either way you set it, it's going to have a wing. And, alright, then with that, I've got this stencil film, or anything clear that you can use. And I traced the bird, and then I took it and put the face on it. That way, when I go to paint it, I can just put it down and trace on it. Probably use some carbon paper and just trace that so I'll know where to paint the black and have them. They'll all look uniform and the same. It won't be a different looking face on each side. Alright, so from here, I need to start painting. But I'll take this pattern and I'll paper clip it together and I'll put it in my patterns, and when I want it, I'll always have it. Okay, I have my paints out here ready to paint. I use for the beak, I'm going to use this Folk Art School Bus Yellow. The red is the Waverly lacquer color, and just a black. And that's the only 3 colors I'm going to need besides a little dot of white for the red. So I'm going to start with painting all the red that I need. And I may have to give it 2 coats. But I'll do both birds, and I'll do the red, and then I'll start on the rest. And this is just basic color, painting, so I don't want to have you here watching me. And I wanted to let you know, I cut this out a couple of days ago. Well, no, I cut it out, yeah, a couple of days ago, because I had surgery on my other eye 2 days ago. And it was the day before that, so it's 3 days. We got it here. It was 3 days ago. So I don't want to be messing with cutting wood and sawdust and all that. So I went ahead and cut these out, and it was something simple I could do till my eye heals better. And then from there, I forgot to draw my pattern on. From there, I picked out some things that I'm going to be working on. And yesterday, I went to Dollar Tree because I wanted to get some wood tags. Those little wood tags, they didn't have them. I only had, I think, 4 here. And I wanted more for the next project I'm going to be doing. They didn't have wood, but they had the metal ones. So I went ahead and got those. So I'm going to do some simple ornaments with, I don't normally do crafts with Dollar Tree stuff. I mean, I use the stuff, but I don't make a whole craft out of them. But I'm going to with this. If I want to, I will, but usually it's not the norm. So, alright, I forgot to draw my face on. I sure did. I might as well do that and show you how I plan on doing it. This is the first time I've done this, so I don't know. Alright, I'm going to get my carbon paper and I'll be back. Okay, I found my carbon paper, and I'm sure glad I bought that. Here a while back, I was wanting some carbon paper, and I haven't used that in so long, I didn't have any. So I went on Amazon and bought me some in a pack, and I'm sure glad I did, because I'm going to use it for this pattern too. I'm gonna put some red on my pattern because I forgot to do this ahead of time, but that's okay. It'll be alright. Okay. That's really all I need. Alright, it's on there. That way it's going to be uniform. Now I can continue painting with my red, and the next, as soon as this dries, I'll flip it over and I'll put the pattern on the other side before I start painting. Okay. All right, I'm going to finish up painting these red, and I'll be back. Well, I have my birds painted red. What to do there? And now I'm going to do my beaks. Thought I'd go ahead and show you. We'll see how it turns out together. And I didn't paint, I'm not going to finish it through that way. I just finished it all off with red. Just be doing this. I needed a smaller brush, really. Okay, now do this one. I'm concentrating. Okay, I kind of want to round this side. I didn't that one. Whoops. Yes, I smeared it. Okay. I needed to wash my mat off because I'm getting stuff on my bird. Okay, now this one. Probably have to give them 2 coats. This one. Then I'm going to let this dry and come back and do the black. That way together we'll see what it's going to turn out looking like. Alright, I'm going to set that there. I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to come back and do the black. Well, it's dry. And I cleaned up my mat while they were drying, so I wouldn't have stuff all over. Probably end up looking different anyway on both sides. Okay, I think it's looking like a cardinal. I just thought this would look cute. One of these, I was wanting one just to set in a little vignette or something, a Christmas vignette. And then I made an extra one to take into the mercantile to sell. Get my black paint on there. Well, I don't want to touch that other side and ruin it. A rough spot in my wood there. Being quiet because I'm concentrating. Trying to see with my eyes. Doing pretty good though. Oops. Okay. Yeah. like the way that's looking. Oh, wouldn't you know? Got to even that side out now because I went outside where I was wanting to go. Okay. I'm gonna do the other one and let this dry, and I'm gonna come back and fix the little beak and make an eye. Okay, I've got the black painted, and now I'm just gonna put the little, kind of do something with the beak. And then I have a little screwer here I'm going to make the eye with. I might have that little thick paint. Like that. Yeah, that works. Okay. I'll do the other one, and then I'm going to seal them with something. I might use my spray paint or my spray can of clear matte. That's probably what I'll do. And they'll be finished. But I'll be back and kind of show you. I don't know, should that eye be there or maybe back a little further? I can't tell. Well, it looks like a cardinal. It's good enough. I'm not going to overguess it. I'm just going to leave it like that. And, of course, I'll have to glue my little wings on and seal them up, and they'll be ready. Okay, I took it out and I sealed them, and I thought they just need a little depth. So I'm using my black distress ink and a dauber, and I'm just gonna go around the edges some. Like that on both sides of my bird. All right. I think that gives a little depth to it instead of just leaving it plain. Okay, there's one with it done. There's the other without it. I definitely like this one better. I need to go around his beak so lightly. Okay. Yeah, I like it with it that way. What do y'all think? Okay, I'm going to finish the other side and finish this one, and I'm going to take a picture of it. All right, here's the designs I have for the tags. I have 4 wood tags, and it's not enough for what I want to make. I want to make all those. So yesterday I went to the Dollar Tree to run in and get some more wood tags, and they didn't have them, but they did have metal tags, and the metal tags are a little bit bigger, so I'm going to have to figure out which ones I'm going to put on the metal tags and which one on the wood tags. So I'll have to resize them, but I'm going to cut all these out with my Cameo and put them on the tags. And after I get them cut out, I'll come back and show you what I'm working on. Okay, I just decided just to do the metal for right now. And because this, I will need it to move a little faster. And this should be easy because I'll just put that in black. And I've cut them out with the Cameo. And I had to switch to my Cameo 3 because it seems to cut a little more intricate. And you can see that's pretty intricate. Oh, I can see some I didn't get weeded now that I get it down on there. Or am I? No, it is. It's right. It's right. Okay. Now, I'll just stencil those on and figure out how I'm going to do the hangers. Well, I have one coat on them, and I'm going to let these dry thoroughly and put another coat. Well, this is where I am so far. I cut the stencils out with the Cameo and used Waverly, the ink color chalk paint. And then I took them to the garage and I did put two coats of this matte finish Krylon so they don't scratch off. And then there's the wooden chicken, the one stencil, and that's wood. And this is wood, the little Christmas tree. I just took, you get these in a package. I trimmed it down to look like a tree. This one here is also metal, and I have a little red bead drying for his nose. This is that same stuff that I just trimmed down and made it look like a wreath. Of course, all these have to be, put the hang tag on them and kind of decorate them. And then this is the little Jenga blocks that you make the little nativity scene out of. I thought that would look cute on a tag. Now I've got to find some wood beads and do the hang tags on them and kind of dress them up a bit. I don't know if I'll get them all finished for this video, but I wanted you to at least see what I was doing. Alright, I'm going to start working on the hang tags and embellishing them. Okay, I'm doing up a bunch of beads, and I just watered down some black paint and stuck my beads in there, and that is not the sharp end, so I need to wipe my stick off. And I'll just take them out and lay them on a plate and let them dry. This is easier than sitting trying to hold them all and painting them. So I just do it this way. Water down some paint. And if I have paint left over, I'll just pour it back in my container because my paint is a little thick. Well, it's taken a while for my beads to dry, so I probably, like I said earlier, I won't get all these finished, but I wanted to show you how I was doing them. And probably in a later video, I'll show you all of them completed. But I'm waiting on my hot glue gun to heat up. It might be, yeah, it's done. But I did do this one here. And I'm going to glue a little bow down that I made with black and white. Okay. And there's that one. So what I done to get my beads on there, I'll do this one here, is I took a piece of thin twine, and I'd say that was probably about about 15 inches long, I would say. I don't know, but a pretty long piece. And I put some painter's tape on it so it'll be easier to get through the bead. Oh, I did it wrong. What am I doing? Here I go. Okay, I'm going to string it through here first. and then back up this way so it'll hang on there. Now I can put my bead on. I'm gonna do a red, a white, and a red. That painter's tape really helps to get that through the... Should I do another red? I mean white. Nah, that's okay. I'm going to leave it. Then I'm going to make a knot as close as possible to the beads. We'll hold them on. Okay, that way they can't slip off. And then for the hang part of it, I made another knot on the end of that. And there's that one. And I've chosen a red bow for it that I made. Had these ribbons here. I got those off Amazon. Okay. All right, so there's two of them. Got glue strings going everywhere. Finished, and I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more to complete. And it's going to take me a while, and I wanted to get a video up, so I'm going to wrap it up here, and I'll finish those off later, and I will most definitely show them, because like the little Christmas tree and the nativity, what am I trying to say, Mary and Joseph and the little baby, I want to show that, and the rest of them. So, well, I wonder if I could finish, what did I do with my nose for my Rudolph? I could finish him, if I can find the nose. Where did I put the little nose to dry? Oh, there it is, because I have my, I got it. I'm going to finish off the Rudolph. Okay. I need my glue gun. There it is. Oh boy. A lot come out. Okay. I need my thread. Yeah, that's good. Need to clip some of that off. You want to get that as thin put together as well as you can, just to make it thin. Got a little too much on there. I'm going to twist that. Okay, now I got to figure out what color of beads I want. I think I'm going to do, well, let me get some beads. They're down here on the floor next to the heater drying. Still kind of wet. I think I want just red on that. Got a bad piece right there. Okay, not going to forget this time. I'm going to feed it through there. Pull that up. Got a little hunky bunch of paint lumped up there where it didn't get it scooted out of the paint. I think I'm going to do one more white. Okay, make a knot next to the bead. Come on, get up there. Then I'll make a knot at the top for the hanger. And trim it off. Now, I don't have another red bow done, except for these. This material, I ripped it the wrong way. I'm not sure I like that kind of bow. Let's see, there's a black one. No, I want a red one. Not for this larger tag. Let's see. Twist that, good. Let's see, is that tight enough? Nope, needs to be a little tighter. Okay, that's cute. Okay, there's that one. So there's 3 of them I've finished so far. And I'll finish the rest later because I have things to do. I don't have time to stay in the craft room right now. I haven't gotten any of my Christmas up nothing. So I'm going to take a break from crafting for a while and get my Christmas up, and then I'll be back. I'm not sure. I probably won't have a video out Monday, and this one's going to be a little late, but with my eye surgeries and everything, and the Thanksgiving and family I'm running a little behind. So I'm going to get my Christmas up, and I'll be back to crafting. So until the next one, guys, we'll see you later.